Hey, good morning. It's Steve Tomaszewski. We're just about ready to get started here at Arlington Lexus in beautiful downtown Palatine, Illinois, live with the Soldiers family around the world. Let me tell you something. I've done over 300 shows. A lot of them started right here with my cell phone. And for all of our friends out there, all our troops, it's not just Memorial Day and 4th of July. You can tell we're live, right? It's not just Memorial Day and 4th of July, but it's every day. And here this morning, Rich is kind enough to be with us. Morning, Rich. People walking around the showroom, and it's just saying, hey, how you doing out there today? Just remember, letting you know, you are not forgotten. We think about you every day. You know, the Bob Rohrman Auto Group, God bless them, invite us into all their dealerships from Gurney, Hyundai, Gurney, Volkswagen, Libertyville, Mitsubishi, Schaumburg Ford, Schaumburg Honda, Schaumburg Kia, Arlington Acura, Arlington Nissan, all the way down to Chesterton Nissan and Oak Brook Toyota. Boy, we've been everywhere. On our way to West Bend, Indiana and Indianapolis at the end of this month, we'll be at the Indy 500 with A.J. Foyt, Danica Patrick, and Bob Parsons. And it's through the generosity of people like the Bob Rohrman Auto Group. We get to do our show every day, and they let us attend events that help our military and their families around the world. We're going to take a short break. Take a look at this. I'm going to turn the camera on something coming up we're going to be talking about today. Invitation or Dare, the all-new 2013 GS. Paul Bation is going to be with us just in a few minutes. We're coming to you live from Arlington Lexus. Boy, you think I could say that right, huh? We're going to come to you. We are live. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a short break with Paul. Remember that if you can't stand behind our troops, we suggest you stand in front of them. I'm Steve Tomaszewski. Starting 4th of July for Yellow TV out of New York, syndicated 200 stations around the world, thanks to the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealer Group. Paul Bachin. How do you say the last name, Paul?
It's Bachin.
Bachin. Okay, we got that right. Okay, Paul Bachin. We'll be back in about 3 minutes to start the Soldiers Family Radio and TV talk show live at Arlington Lexus. Be right back. Good morning, back again. It's Steve Tomaszewski back right into the post. We're live here at Arlington Lexus. We're going to be joined with Paul Bashan here in just a few minutes. Take a look at this sign. Absolutely outstanding. You know, unviable reputation, Lexus. And you know what? It used to be back in the old days that people would say, boy, I don't know if I could even walk in that showroom. Let me tell you something about 1285 East Dundee Road. Rich is sitting here. I walked in. He says to me, hey, how you doing this morning? And he's just working away. That's the type of environment you walk into Arlington Lexus. Service people walking in going, how can I help you? And, you know, the joke, I'm going to get back to the joke here as we do all the time. And so, you know, the service department is so slow. Well, you know what? Lexus is a great vehicle. And so be it that, you know, it's something that you're looking for, something you might consider, maybe even a pre-driven Lexus. Wow, think about that, a pre-driven Lexus. Maybe you say, you know what, I really want one, but, you know, I want to try to keep the price under X. I want to keep it in my budget. And we'll talk to Rich and some of the people here today. We're going to be back in just a few minutes with the brand new show, Arlington Lexus at 1285 East Dundee Road. People say, Steve, don't you have that memorized? Well, you know, I do a couple of shows a week, and I really don't have it memorized. So Arlington Lexus and Palatine right here on Dundee Road. Real easy to get to. You know how easy it is to get to? Get up 53 or come down Route 12, 53 south to Dundee Road, go west. I'd say, you know, 4,162 feet, just to be precise, because I measured it this morning. And then go on the south side of the street, and you're going to see, you know, Arlington Lexus. A great, nice place to be. You know, I'm going to turn around next month. They have a golf putt setting here. Great coffee. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. We're going to start the show in a minute with Paul Bashan. And we hope we always pronounce their names right. But a special thanks out to the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealer Group. And people are going to be walking by. See the cable? So we're going to be flipping the cable back and forth. That's how much fun we're going to have here this morning. You got a question for us? Call the front desk at 847-991-0444. What a great day, starting the day out. Now, we've been to all of the dealerships in Illinois. On our way to Chesterton, Indiana, George Lopez took his day off to come in and do the show. That's dedication. 27 years with the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealership Group. Wow. And I believe, I'm going to ask Paul this morning, over 35 dealerships. And if you're looking for a great career, not a job, if you're looking for a great career, go to Facebook.com. Go to Rohrman University, Rohrman, Rohrman University. And Bob Rohrman's son, JR himself, actually has his own cell phone number up there. Come in, get a good career, nice place to work. Look at the surroundings you have here. Right around the corner, we're going to show you in a minute, this vehicle. It is the LFA. And it was at the Chicago Auto Show this year on loan. It's one of Bob Rohrman's personal cars. We'll give you a little tease on that. And at one time, there were 4 or 5 of those cars. There were over $1 million worth of Lexuses just on display. If you go to our Vimeo, our YouTube, our Flickr, any one of our accounts, you'll see all of our shows coming up there. Always recorded, but we're live right now. So go to SFTVR.com. You can watch us live. As Paul comes back, there we are. Boy, we're doing good. Isn't that nice? So we love. We'll be right back with the Soldiers Family, SFTVR.com, going 24/7, 4th of July, 2012. We'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry? No. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, good morning. It's Steve Tomaszewski live with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV talk show at Arlington Lexus in Palatine, Illinois. And I'm here this morning with Paul Batchin. Morning, Paul.
Good morning, Steve. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, please, please, please. What a place to be. Arlington Lexus on Dundee Road, just a couple of blocks west of Route 53. What an easy way to get here.
Right off of Dundee and 53, and in just a few short months, we'll be moving on the other side of 53.
You're moving?
In a brand new facility.
Brand new?
Brand new facility.
Well, the economy's back. Bob Rohrman's helping the economy. Thanks, Bob. Okay.
We're actually evicted. It's another story altogether.
Okay, we're evicted. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
So we all have problems, right?
We all have problems, but we'll get through them. Right, Steve?
There we go. Hey, as we always do, we start the show with a shout-out to our troops. You are not forgotten. You're the reason that we do the show, you and your families. Anything we can do to help you here at the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealership Group, especially Arlington Lexus. And Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a privilege to be here this morning. How about a quick shout-out to the troops?
Guys, thank you very much for all you do. And girls.
And girls.
We appreciate everything you do for us, and we can't wait to have you back home and make sure that we can serve you as you've served us. Steve, thank you very much for having me here. Truly an honor. Thank you.
You know, one of the nice things, we're going to put the little bigger screen back up there in a minute, and we get a chance to visit a lot of the dealerships here, and every now and then, people start talking about the little higher-end vehicles, especially the Lexus, and sometimes, Paul, they feel a little intimidated. I think Jennifer Rohrman said it the best. They have like an anxiety level. Yet you walk in here, coffee's going, people are sitting down. By the way, I say this almost every time I'm out there. I didn't want to tell you this. Some of your guys out there in the service department, I think they're sleeping.
They may be sleeping for a little while. It's time to wake them up. But you're right, Steve. It's truly a nice place to do business. So I think those that come in truly enjoy it. The anxiety of purchasing a luxury car shouldn't be there, and it certainly isn't with us. So I think you'd enjoy your time here, and we invite you all in to please take a look at our vehicles and talk with me and our staff. Thank you.
Well, even Rich this morning, I walked in, first thing I said, they knew I was coming. He goes, Paul's on his way. I didn't say one word. And it is so nice to have that type of dependability. That's a big deal, okay? Sometimes you go places, and also, here's what's funny. I'm standing out in the parking lot, and people are looking at cars, and the lady said to me, pardon me, are you a salesman? I go, yes. She goes, can you help me? I go, well, I'm a salesman for my company. She goes, oh, I want to look at one of these cars. And I go, sure. She goes, where's the salespeople? Well, they're inside. She goes, oh, that's so nice. I go get one. So, it has that nice feeling to it. And Jennifer Rohrman says, some people are just a little bit intimidated, and we'd like to bring that wall down just a little bit, Paul.
I'm hardly an intimidating person, so when you come in, you should certainly enjoy yourself when you're here. We try and have a good time when you're buying a car. It is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
People have a lot of anxiety when they're doing it, and frankly, you should have a good time and you should have a chuckle when you're here and enjoy your experience.
Well, I know we got a couple of things going here today, and this year at the auto show, wow. Let me say that again. Wow. Well, what a place, and Lexus just took the cake. Let's just call it what it is.
It was amazing. We got a chance to see the new LFCA, which is a concept car that's coming out. We hope it comes out in a year. It's an LFCA, which is a coupe by Lexus. Right now, it's in its developmental stage, not unlike the LFA sports car was, and we'll get you a shot of that in a few minutes. The other one right behind me. So, that car was something that was dreamed up in concept, and they finally brought it to fruition. And you can see how magnificent a car it is. So the LFCA, with any luck, Steve, will be out in just a year or two. It's an amazing car. I think you saw it.
Is it a two-door or four-door, or what is it?
It's a two-door coupe.
A two-door coupe.
And if you get a chance to look,
under $100,000.
We hope so.
Okay.
100,000 peso. Okay. I'm not sure the exchange rate, but we'll figure that out. Yes, they were. But it's truly an amazing car. If you have a chance, you can see it on the internet. There's pictures, quite frankly, all over the place.
Wow.
And we'll post them here for you later. But truly an amazing vehicle, the highest tech vehicle, and probably the most impressive car you've ever seen.
And the model number again?
That is an LFCA.
LFCA. Well, fascinating not only here at Arlington Lexus, and you say you're moving, and then when I drove by, that complex looks like it's 87 miles long. It's just absolutely huge.
It's actually 86 miles long, from front to side.
I was close.
76,000 square feet on the first floor. 76,000 square feet. Yep. So I'm gonna have to start working out so I can make it around the facility, because I ain't gonna make it now. Another 40,000 on the second floor with 44 service bays, and we'll keep our hours now. We're open from 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Until 11 p.m. at night for service. So I have technicians
11 at night?
11 at night. They were very, very excited with me when I told them we'd be open until 11 at night.
Well, you know what I like about that? Any person or all of us, we all have things to do. And even if you have small children, it's like, well, I need to go and get my car. So let me ask you something. Let's say a person drops off their car and they do need service. They need an oil change or whatever. And they don't want to wait. They have to go back to work. Can you give them a ride to work? How does that go?
We can give you a ride to work, but quite frankly, a little bit easier is I have 53 loaner cars right now.
How many?
53, Steve. 53 that are here.
53?
53 loaner cars, so the chances of running out of loaner cars are pretty slim.
You better say that again. You're going to give them a loaner car?
I give them a loaner car, quite frankly, for an oil change, for giving it for
You'll
a car wash.
An oil change for a car wash.
I will give them an oil change. I will give them a loaner car. I will let them take it for months. Marcia, hello.
Hi, Marcia.
There we go. Oh, come here. Yeah, no, we're streaming live. Yes. Yeah, that's what you get for walking up, Marcia. Yes. This is Marcia. She is one of my repeat offenders, as we call them.
Okay.
And Marcia will give a shout out to the troops.
Say hi to the troops this morning. What is your first name?
Marcia. My name is Marcia.
What city are you from?
Arlington Heights.
Go Arlington Heights, 600405.
04. Shout out to the troops.
Right there.
Doing a great job. Keep it up. Come on home.
That's the show. Thanks, Marcia. You having a good time this morning?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about what brings you here to Arlington Lexus. Just walking by, having coffee, what are you doing?
I brought my car in for service, and I wanted to see Paul and talk to him.
Okay, well, you guys go ahead and talk. You want to talk? That's what the show is right here. People don't want to talk about me. It's always what's going on. And what kind of vehicle do you have?
I have a Lexus IS 250.
There you go. There you go. And how many miles are on it?
Not very many. 18,000.
18,000. So it's brand new.
No, it's 2.5 years old.
Oh, it's 2.5 years old. Barely driven at all.
Barely driven. I also have an RX 330 2004 with 21,000 miles on it.
Wow. Any particular reason besides Paul that you may have chosen Lexus? And this is live, folks. You know, I've not even met Marcia, just so you know. So go ahead. Any reason that you like Lexus? Because and we'll get you on the spot. But you know what, Marcia? You could have had any car you wanted, but you chose two Lexuses.
Yes, I'm committed to Lexus.
Well, that's it.
Paul's my guy.
And Paul's your guy. There you go. Well, excited.
And Marcia should be committed, just so you know, because she's committed to Lexus.
Committed to Lexus. Final shout out to the troops.
Doing a great job. Keep it up. Come on home.
That's the show. Thanks, Marcia. Very nice. Okay, and you know what? That's the show. Paul will be back here in a minute, and that's what it's all about. This happens every time, you know, that we come out and people just walk up and they go, why? And you know what? Every now and then we get somebody who goes, oh, that darn car's not working. And, you know, a lot of it really takes that time from the salespeople or the service people to say, let's see what we can do for you. People smiling. You know, it's Monday morning here in Palatine, Illinois, just right next door to Arlington Heights. And the long and the short of it is there's always something going on. There's people already walking through the to the new car lot, the used car lot, the service department. Again, a little slow. Lexus is a very dependable car. But can you possibly imagine, maybe we can even coax Rich into coming over here for a few minutes and saying hi. He's working away over there a little bit. But can you imagine that if you brought your car in for service, for even a car wash or even an oil change, that Paul Batchin would actually give you a free loaner car? You know, that might just be worth the, the idea right there, just to go over to Arlington Lexus, right here at 1285 East Dundee Road, and just say, you know what, and you know what's even a good idea? You know, test drive this car for a day or two. And I know a lot of the vehicles out there are available for rent, maybe over the weekend. You've been thinking about it. And the used cars here, wait till we get to the used cars. We got some great news for you. There's actually a sign right behind here where it says Lexus. We're going to be reading right off of the car specials that are out there today. One of the nice things that we see here as we look across the showroom, it's all glass, easy sitting. No one really using the golf course here today right below us, as we say. But the great thing is you saw something that actually happens at a Bob Rohrman dealership every day. People come in, they say, hi, how you doing? Need to talk to you about my vehicle. Not one, but two Lexuses. Got to be a reason. Think about that. And another thing we're going to have in a very short amount of time, hopefully, is one of the service people. And yes, you know, I'm always kidding a little bit that they're, you know, sleeping in the back and doing so. That's not it, really. You know, the point of it is that being such a dependable vehicle, and people are really starting to take care of their cars more and more. So one of the things here that we're going to look up, and we're going to read this right off the sign. Look at this. And it says, Lexus has developed an enviable reputation. And let me just read that off to you. will readily admit that the GS might well equal the BMW 5 Series in measurable performance. We don't, however, expect the GS to change the public's perceptions about what Lexus stands for. That's probably a good thing. Lexus has developed an enviable reputation for producing genuinely high-quality, reliable cars. If those cars can close the performance gap to the Germans without compromising the quiet, smooth, reliable luxury, everybody wins. Automobilemagazine.com, automobilemag.com. You know, and somebody's going to say, well, Steve, they took time, they printed that up, they're putting words in your mouth. Well, you know what? It's not me. It's Automobile Magazine. Now, a lot of these magazines are independent, and they give cars away. We've met several people when we were out there at the Chicago Auto Show. And what was really nice about that is that they go, well, here, take my car, take it for a test drive, see what you think about it. And so the companies, manufacturers, will send cars out to people. We have something coming up new next month called In the Clutch, to where we're offering to go to a dealership, new or used, take a car with a camera right in the car. Brand new show being brought to you by John Basili and Kyle Griffin from the Internet Streaming Corporation. And what they did, they'll take any domestic or import. And what's really unique, try to remember now, a lot of these cars are manufactured in the United States, or the majority of them. Thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of workers being put back to work. Right here, when Paul gets back, we're going to be asking him about, how many people work here. Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? I can tell you that the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealer Group, as a whole, employs over 2,500 people. Voted #1 by Forbes magazine in 2011, Dealer of the Year. That just speaks volumes. And every time we go somewhere, people are saying, Steve, I need help with the car. Who do I know? And it's like, well, you can talk to Paul. Where do you live? There's dealerships all over the Midwest. How simple is that? So, you just come back and you say, gee, maybe I always wanted to take a look at Lexus. Now you have a friend. You have a friend right here at Arlington Lexus with Paul Batchin, and you can give him a call at 847-991-0444. And say, Paul, quick question for you. I want to test drive that brand new GS. Sure, there it is. Have a nice day. And sure, you got to show your driver's license. Let's get down to the facts and figures. You got to show an insurance card. Take a car out for a test drive. Isn't that simple? And wow, right here off of Route 53, you can go right on the expressway right there and drive cautiously. It's a new car. You want to be careful with it. Feel the quiet. Feel the smooth. That's Lexus. I've had the privilege to drive one of these phenomenal vehicles. And you go, Steve, you say that in every show. Well, it's true. And the nice thing is, coming up shortly, we're going to talk about pre-driven cars right behind us on this pole. And coming, the new 2013 Lexus. Wow. Well, where do you go for that? Well, start off at arlingtonlexus.com. That's pretty easy. And then just go, what should I do now? Well, pull in the parking lot, walk inside, ask for Rich, ask for Paul. Say, I got a quick question for you. I have a vehicle that I'm looking for. I don't know that much about Lexus. How does it work? Well, walk through the showroom, and you can see here, we're going to turn the camera just in a second on just some of the few vehicles. And over to my left, there is an LFA. And this vehicle, one of a few, and it's a Mr. Rohrman, I believe, privately owned car, on display here. And you can actually see one of the most rarest cars in North America. And he could keep it in a garage, keep it at his house, and even drive it. He lets people see this car. That is really something. Thank you, Mr. Rohrman. And again, a lot of people are thinking, gee, Steve, I'd like a car, but just don't have a job right now. I'm looking for a new career. Again, let's go to Rohrman University on Facebook. Rohrman University, right on Facebook. J.R. Rohrman, our good friend over there at Rohrman University, right on Plum Grove Road, just north of Gulf Road. And makes it real easy to get to. You'll see Schaumburg Ford right on the corner, 6 blocks west of Woodfield Shopping Center. Right across the street, kitty corner, you'll see Schaumburg Honda. Oh, and well, Steve, why would I go to Rohrman University? You know what? You've got to see if there's a good fit for you in sales. You got to see if there's a good fit for you in service. You got to see if there's a good fit for you in customer service, maybe a service writer, maybe finance, maybe the insurance side, maybe just in general office. what are your particular skills? What do you want to do? And Rich just keeps walking by, goes, I'm going to come over there sometime. And, that's why we bring the cameras out the first time. He's just smiling over there. We're going to turn the cameras and just bring them over to him. That's what we'll do. Okay, here he comes. He's going to come over and say hi real quick. And, the people here, good morning, Rich. How are you this morning? Nice to see you. How about name, rank, and telephone number?
Rich McLean.
Hi, Rich. Okay, sit down. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. Tell the folks a little bit about what you do here for the company.
I'm sales manager at Arlington.
Yay,
right? And absolutely love it here. Been here a couple of years now, and working with the Rohrman organization is absolutely a great organization to work with. And having the availability of all the cars that we have in this new store that Paul Batchin was talking about a few minutes ago, that's going to get finished sometime this year, we hope.
Sometime, and it's huge, absolutely huge.
It is huge, yeah. It's about 130,000 square feet, so that will be, one of the largest Lexus stores in the entire Midwest when it's done, if not the largest. Yeah, if not the largest. Yeah.
Wow.
Wonderful, huh?
Wow, that's just huge. What is a normal, abnormal day for you? I mean, I walk in, you're one of the first people here. Your salespeople are already here. They're smiling. I mean, it's a friendly place to be.
Of course it is, yeah. And we're always prepared to do business. When you're in the luxury environment, we're here to service the customers. We're here on time, usually earlier than a lot of other stores open up. We have a manager here at 8 o'clock in the morning. We have
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, yeah. It's unusual. It's unusual.
Wow, usually they come in like 10, 11.
Yeah, I'd love to do that too.
Just to go through.
8 o'clock is great. It gives me a lot of time to get things done too. So, and we're here to help customers if they'd like to come in that early and look at buying a vehicle as well. We're here to assist them at those hours also.
Now, we were remembering back in the day, like when I used to work on Sundays way back in the day. But now today, Saturdays are busy. But now I'm starting to notice that Mondays are getting a little busier. Have you seen any type of pattern development, or is it just every day it's busy here at Arlington Lexus?
Well, Mondays always tend to be kind of a cleanup day from Saturday. You talk to a lot of people on a Saturday or a Friday over the weekend.
Okay.
Maybe for whatever reason they couldn't make up their mind. And,
sure.
They're back on Monday and Tuesdays to make their purchases. And yeah, so it's always a busy day.
Well, we like that environment because, and again, I'm going to go back, give a little bit of credit to Jennifer Rohrman, Ryan Rohrman's wife, and say, people are still people, and they're going, yeah, when I think about it, I'm not sure. And you know what's funny? Rich, they will spend 6 months, looking for a car, and then when they finally get to that right color, that right time, that right price, they still want time to think about it. And we love the environment that you've created here. It's soft, it's demure, and it's like, okay, well, let us know when you're ready. We like that.
We'd certainly like to think that we give them the space that they need to make a decision.
Yeah.
On their terms.
You're not looking to sell a car. You're looking for them to buy the car. Let the client make the decision.
Exactly. It's all about relationships, right?
You know what it is? And how many Lexus dealerships might there be in the immediate area? 5 or 6?
8. There's
8. Wow. And there's one downtown Chicago, and I know there's one up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, sometimes it all seems like they're within a mile or two, but...
Well, and the nice thing, too, is, and we try to tell us, folks, here's a great question for you. This happens time and time again. A person has a vehicle, and they want to know if they can trade it in, but they want to know what you want to give them for it, like an appraisal. Can you appraise a car for them, and what do you charge for that?
We do not charge to do an appraisal for a car, and absolutely can. And pretty much anything. If it has wheels, we can appraise it. We took a motorcycle in last week.
A motorcycle.
Took in a Harley.
There you go.
So
took in a Harley.
Trade your Harley, and we're looking for it.
And we got our friends right up here at Windy City, Harley Davidson.
Right,
Ozzie Giglio, United States Navy Commander.
Great people.
Nice folks. LE64, another one of our friends, another one of our shows up there. James Walish, God bless you. They work with the Rolling Thunder. 500,000 motorcycles Memorial Day weekend being sponsored with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV in Washington, D.C.
That's great.
So a little bit of fun out there. We'll be live saying that again. But, look at that. I mean, a person comes in on a motorcycle. That's exciting. They're like, I've had it for a while. I think I want a car again, or just another car or something. That's exciting. I like that.
We like that, too. Yeah. Absolutely. Whatever opportunities we get.
But one of the things that I try to come across this every time, people still don't understand that, let's say they have a car and it's worth $10,000, just for the sake of discussion, and they want to buy a new car or even lease a new car. Let's say they want to lease a car. Would you still buy their used car from them?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
You would?
Yeah. And that's become a lot more commonplace. There's
wow.
In terms of
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of financial instruments, there's more available nowadays to people. We even have a program that General Motors used to call a smart buy program. We call it, or Lexus calls it, an owner's choice program, where it's structured just like leasing, except it's a financial instrument.
Okay.
And you have the option of buying the car out at the end of this finance period. Say you do a 36 or 48 month term, and you have the option to buy it out, turn it in, whatever. And I love the fact that you can take a depreciating asset like a car and hand it back to somebody at the end of your finance term if you don't like what it's worth, what its value is. I love the fact that somebody else can back that up for you.
We're going to do a show just about that. Is said so eloquently, and I was a lease manager for years. I like the way you say that.
Well,
I like that. That's exciting.
It's true.
And, let me think about this. Should I buy it? Did it hold its value? No. And people today are still people. They go, well, and some of your vehicles in here are $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. Gee, do I really want to make a $50,000 decision today, or should I think about it for 3 or 4 years? I think you've got your own show. Okay, here, Steve Tomaszewski, CEO and founder of the Soldiers Family New with Riella TV. How to do a lease. I mean, that could be another show. I like that.
Great.
You
Well,
nailed
open
it.
it wide open.
Well, we have talked to a lot of the dealerships, and everybody has a certain way of saying. Now, that's just my way of saying I understand it, but that is eloquent. I love that.
Okay,
Can you say
good.
that one more time?
I find there's a lot of value in having somebody else guarantee what the future value of a vehicle is going to be. We don't have a crystal ball, right?
No.
But that's like having one.
And
so it's like saying to you, hey, Steve, if I could guarantee what your value is going to be worth on that car 4 years from now, what would you think about that?
You're going to guarantee that.
Yeah.
In writing.
In writing. And if you don't like what the value is, you can hand the car back. If you like what it is, you can buy the car.
And you know what, folks? I mean, I've leased freight trains. I've leased jetliners. I've leased ocean liners. I'm telling you, Rich, I can't say that is the best way I've ever said. I'm going to guarantee that price. And you're going to put it in writing.
Of course.
And then who's going to do the financing?
Lexus Financial Services.
Lexus
Great
financing. And let me tell you about Lexus. When we were at the Chicago Auto Show, some of the first people to walk up and say, how can we help you? We were at the U.S. Army display with General Weir. We did the swearing in of some of the new recruits, United States Army. And as we were just putting up our sign, that's the sign right there, okay? That one's been at over 300 shows. When I put that sign up, a young man from Lexus, I guess he's one of the big guys there, I'll say young man, and he goes, what are you guys doing? And we said, well, we're doing the show here with the U.S. Army. He goes, well, how can we help? Didn't even ask my name.
Fantastic.
First thing out, he goes, how can we help? So to our friends out at Lexus, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. I just love the way you said that, leasing. That just makes so much. Now, let me ask you something. It's still a Lexus. It's still a luxury car. I mean, do you have any lease payments under $1,000?
Of course.
You do?
Lots of them.
Lots of them.
Lots.
Okay, under 900?
Yes, absolutely. Under 500.
Under 500.
Absolutely.
You can get a new Lexus.
You can get a new
under
Lexus
$500.
Under $500.
Doesn't it sound like a commercial? It is.
It is.
And, that's heavy. But here's a nice thing. Today the economy still maybe some people think it's a little unstable, right?
Right.
They have a car. Here's a good one for you. Rich, my husband's car doesn't run. Now, what do we do now? He's got that old pickup truck in the backyard. What do we do now?
Get a new Lexus.
Get a new Lexus. Okay. But sometime, and I got to pull this out. Let me show this. This is exciting right here. I'm going to pull this out right here. And you can see one of this. And now if a person says, we're going to pull this out and pull this over. Watch this. And a young man put this up on the wall just a few minutes ago. Let's jump right into this. Look at this. I saw something up here, and I just got done asking. Come on in. I just got done asking. Live, Arlington Lexus, and you know what? This is America, and I saw the young man put this up on the wall. Now I'm going to cover this up for a second. I just asked you if there was any Lexuses under $1,000 a month, 900, and you said under 500. Is that right?
That's correct.
I'm looking right here. Look at this, folks. Bang! $479 a month. What kind of vehicle is that?
That's the brand new 2012 RX.
A 12, not an 11.
Not an 11.
A 12.
Brand new
I'm going to hold you to that. Okay, that's important now. Okay, it's a 12. And that is like one of the most, manufacturer suggested retail price, $43,925. If you divide that out by 48 months with taxes and financing, it'd be over $1,000 a month.
It would. Absolutely.
And you're saying it's $479? Wow. Even me, after all these years, that's $43,000, and there's more.
There's more. Yeah,
There's more.
we have the IS 250 all-wheel drive version, brand new.
What does that mean, all-wheel drive?
That means all four wheels will drive the vehicle instead of just having front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive.
You mean like a normal 4x4 car?
a normal 4x4, right?
And it's a sedan?
It is a sedan. Yes.
An all-wheel drive sedan. And this one is even less money, $429 a month. Oh, I liked it. Oh, we're going there. Yeah, and there's more. There's an ES 350.
Yeah, there's a.
Now, what is that? What's the difference between a 250 and a 3? Is it a bigger engine or something?
Well, the ES 350 is is our most popular selling sedan. It's a very elegant, nice car. It's a little larger than the 250, a little less sporty. 250 is kind of sporty. The ES 350 is more elegance in terms of that. $469 a month for that vehicle.
And then we move right up the line here just a little bit. A GS 350 all-wheel drive. Looks like king of the road right there.
This is an exciting vehicle. This is a brand new vehicle for 2013.
13?
That's out.
Well, that's the sign we had right here. 13.
That's right. And this is, by all accounts, probably the nicest, best handling, quietest, most technologically advanced Lexus that Lexus has ever produced, bar none. And they're setting some standards with this automobile that you just can't find in other cars.
And do you have one available?
Yes, I do.
Wow. What color?
I have a red one and I have a silver one available.
Wow. And it's a 13.
And they're 13, just.
So, but these are brand new 2012s. And here's a nice thing. Sign and drive. Now, let's face it. Either you have a job, good credit, or cash. Let's just call it what it is, okay? And I always cross this bridge with the folks out there. Car dealers are in business to make a profit. Just because your next friend's next door neighbor said he can get you a car or whatever, go get it from him. God bless him, okay? Now, a fair price, but I'm looking at this right here. Can you believe $479, excuse me. I was sorry, $479,000. But a $43,000 vehicle for under $500 a month. Is that a commercial? Of course it is. And where would you want to get that deal?
Arlington Lexus.
Arlington Lexus. That's simple. And then even on top of that, I'm looking at even more. 0.9% financing or 2.9% financing on these vehicles, and
These are Lexus certified, pre-owned.
Lexus certified. Is that different than any other certified?
Lexus really kind of set the standard years and years ago in the certified industry.
Okay.
And they created this process called factory certification.
Factory certification. Okay. Write that down.
There's a laundry list, a cornucopia of things that a dealership must do, about 144 items that we have to inspect to make sure that everything is as close to new as we can possibly get it on a used car. And once that car passes its inspection and everything's done to it, if we need new tires, we put new tires on it. If it needs a battery, if it needs brakes, whatever it needs.
So you're almost getting a new used car.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Well, here's a question, a number one question we always get. We see that little sign out there, Carfax, Carfox. What is that?
I think that's Carfax's.
Carfaxes.
Yeah, that's the Carfax when you want to go in and check to see if a car has had an accident report or been some sort of a damage.
And it kind of tells you that if it was a minor damage or a door ding or if it was rolled over and in a terrible accident. And do you offer that service here at Arlington Lexus?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, free Carfax on any car.
Oh, it's free.
Absolutely.
So if they want to look at the car, you don't charge them for the Carfax?
Oh, we'll be happy to print it out for them and let them take it with them.
Okay, so let's see if I got this right. You have brand new vehicles. Let's start at the top. You have a 2013 coming up right here.
RX 350.
Okay, RX 350.
Right at the top.
Start at the top.
For $479.
$479 a month. Then we move over to the IS 250.
For $429 a month.
$429 a month. Right across to
The ES 350 for $469 per month.
Okay, and then
The GS 350, the all new 2013 GS 350 for $699 a month. Just to put on there.
and people are going, gee, Rich, you know what? That's a little bit much for me. I'm trying to look for something maybe pre-driven. And I'm looking down here. I am looking at a 2008 Lexus ES 350 certified pre-owned, $22,995.
Yeah, those are great prices, and those cars are rock solid, reliable cars, and have been thoroughly checked. Anything that has the certification stamp of approval on it, it's a very, very nice car.
Well, the nice thing is they can call in right now. Here's an 800 number, 800-862-3694. Now, this show is archived. We actually get more archival listeners than we do live listeners in the beginning as it builds. They're going to say, oh, I wanted to see. And so the reason that we do a show every day at the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealership groups is that someone might go, oh, I want to see that at lunchtime. Right now it's lunchtime in the East Coast. Hi, everybody on the East Coast. We're coming up on lunchtime here in the Midwest. Our new studio's out in Lakewood, Colorado, and brand new at the Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, with Nathan Burton Jr. live. That's Lance Burton's son. With Donnie and Marie Osmond coming up in July. And so they want to watch this at lunchtime. They go, oh, I missed it. Hey, folks, it's recorded. So you can just flip back to it. Yeah, I wanted to see it. Now, you also you can sell cars over the phone and the internet, right?
Of course, absolutely.
And so if we go to ArlingtonLexus.com.
Correct.
And they can see what's available. Well, they go, oh, gee, that car just sold. They go, oh, gee, see, I told you. Well, folks, are you ready to make a decision? Is this the vehicle? Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? You know, it's like, oh, I'm just starting to look. Well, other people are doing their homework, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And they'll take an average of 11 hours on the internet researching a vehicle.
Is that what it is? That's an average.
Told to me through J.R. Rohrman himself.
Fantastic.
And he does your training. Well, again, the story I tell every day is that last year my son was home on leave from the United States Air Force, and he wanted to buy a car, and a pre-driven car, and he wanted a Honda. True story. So I says, well, come on, we'll go across the street and we'll go talk to Ryan Rohrman. So we go across the street, and it's cold, it's junky outside. We walk in. I go, well, he goes, I want to get some popcorn. They always have popcorn and coffee, you know. And Ryan's got Caribou coffee. Go Caribou. And I go over to find Ryan, and we're sitting there talking, and I come back, and my son says to me, Dad, we found a car. We found a car. I go, who found you a car? He goes, Jim did. And who's Jim? I go, well, this is Ryan Rohrman. And he goes, well, they found a car. It's at Arlington Acura right next door. They're warming it up, and here's the price. So it doesn't really matter if you know somebody. And a true story, the price was solid. My son had shopped it for 6 months. He was in Texas, and he said, Dad, I would have bought the car online. And we have bought cars online over the years. So, hats off to the Bob Rohrman Dealer Group again. That's just outstanding. So when you're mentioning these prices here, if somebody calls you and says, I'm on the internet, I want that $479 a month, we're holding to that.
Absolutely. Okay. Of course.
Well, that's important, because a lot of people see that stuff out there, but you can't be in business 49, 50 years. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's right.
And be messing around with people. So I'm excited about this. This is nice. And it says Lexus will make your first lease payment up to $700, $1,500 luxury owner reward for owners of competing luxury vehicles. You even have more stuff.
We do.
That's just the beginning.
And there's some current owner loyalty rewards too, on sir.
What does that mean, owner loyalty?
If you currently have a Lexus and you'd like to trade in your Lexus, actually you don't even have to trade it in. As long as you currently own one, you can get an extra $1,000 cash on either an ES or an IS sedan right now.
Right now. Well, ArlingtonLexus.com, up here on Dundee Road, just 2 blocks west of Route 53. Doesn't get any better than that. Rich, how about a shout out to your family, the Lexus family, and our troops.
Hi, family. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bob Rohrman Organization. We appreciate this. This is a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Say hi to the troops.
Hi, troops. Thank you very much for everything that you do. That's awesome.
That's the show. Thanks, Rich. Outstanding. You know, when I'm standing here and people, and this is not rehearsed, this is all live, and people are just going, this is what we do. And our new syndication with Riella TV, starting on the 4th of July, is absolutely outstanding. I'll see if I can get our signs back in here. But folks, when you see this type of advertising, people go, can I trust that? Well, here it is. $479 a month, sign and drive with zero do-it signing. Face the facts. Number 1, got a job? Okay. Number 2, how's your credit? You know what? You could walk in here, do the paperwork first, and say, here's what I qualify for. A lot of people really want to have this beautiful LFA. And I'm going to go over and look at the price. What is the price on this vehicle? Okay, $388,900. Everybody wants the LFA. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, you know what? It may not be in your budget. It's not meant to hurt your feelings, but it just may not be in your budget. So there's a few other vehicles here, including, now look at some of these pre-drivens that are down here, all the way down to $22,995. Now, you know what? And I've learned that a luxury vehicle that's properly maintained will last a lifetime. I've been in the business, in the automobile business, way back when. We worked 7 days a week and on Sundays, and on our days off we came in just to make sure the paperwork was done. Today, when you have a manufacturer and a company like the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealer Group, and people are saying, Steve, this is just a big infomercial. Well, you know what? I can do the show anywhere I choose. I choose to be with the Bob Rohrman Auto Dealership Group. Nice people, friendly, honest as heck, and good coffee. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? What else you got to do? And some of the stores have Otis Spunkmeyer cookies, others have Caribou coffee, others have Fresh Danish. But, you know, a free car wash, or, you know, I was just like knocked off my feet when Paul was sitting here before, and he's saying, hey, if you come in for an oil change, I'll give you a free loaner car. People don't talk like that anymore. And that's one of the nice things about Arlington Lexus. And you've just got to find that right fit with people at 1285 East Dundee Road. And Paul still, yeah. He's just, you know, the kidding goes back and forth. Here he comes. He's coming back again. And I go through it. There he is. Hi, Paul. We're gonna pull you back in. We're gonna pull you back in. We're gonna pull out this something here. And, you know, what was the young lady's name who was just here?
That was Marcia.
Marcia.
Yep.
Okay, just to come through. And we want to say thanks. And we don't want to put people on the spot. You know, there's our live feedback going through here. Let's take a look at camera 7. Okay, so we're going to have you hold that. I want to pull this back in. I want to say thanks to Rich. You know what? This is like, hey, I didn't drag him over here. Thank you so much. That was nice. I want to bring this out. This was exciting. Ready? Here we go. Here it is. The all-new, you can sit right there. Okay, I'm going to pull my chair here. The all-new 2013 GS. Can you folks see that okay? Let's pull you back up. We're going to zoom in here a little bit. There you go. There it is. Or dear. And we're going to pull the camera down just a little bit. There it is. And go, Steve, why don't you zoom in on that? We will. We will. In fact, maybe next month, Paul, we'll bring the cameras out. And what we'll do is we'll actually go for a test drive in the car with a live feed.
That would be exciting. Now,
we got to have something.
if I get my license back, I'm ready to go.
Get you.
It's going to be exciting. I told you it would never stick.
Yeah, a little bit of fun. And you know what? And I like the sense of humor here. And look how fast that's going right there. I mean, 45 minutes into the show and running, and we got someone pointing over there to see. We're going to see what we got. The 2013 is actually right behind us. Maybe we can just pan over there. Paul's take a quick look. Quick look. And there it is. There it is. Wow. There it is.
What do you think?
That is just lovely. You talk, and I'm going to go over there and visit at it.
All right, you kind of put me on the spot with talking, Steve. I wasn't really prepared.
Well, what kind
but
of color is this? Tell us about the color.
that is the deep Merlot red, exclusive. That's where the finest cars come from, are Portland. That car is the 2013 GS350. That is also a luxury model. And I think if you'll notice on the wheels, it's a special wheel for the luxury model. The wood is a hand-carved Bohemian wood from South Africa that you won't find in any other vehicle.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Now, I just noticed this car is available today.
This car is available.
Okay.
And that's usually the biggest question. Can I purchase that car right now? And the answer
Or
is
do
yes.
you have to wait until 2013?
No. I will let you purchase that car today and make your dreams come true.
Now, it says the window sticker on that car is over $61,000.
It's amazing that we've got it that inexpensive, because people will look at that car and typically think that it should be $70,000 or $80,000. But with Lexus and the pricing they have, to keep it just at $60,000, truly amazing, Steve. Truly amazing.
Now, I saw there was a lease special on that car?
There is a lease special on that car, and we can custom tailor that lease to you. So some people will drive 10,000, 12,000, or 15,000 miles a year. We can customize that lease, frankly, to anything you drive. So the misnomer is, I drive too many miles to lease. We can customize any lease to the way that you drive, Steve.
Well, and you know what? I will drive 100, 200, 300 miles a day as I'm out visiting all the Bob Rohrman auto dealerships that are out there, plus our clients. Some of our other sponsors, Inland Bank, one of our great sponsors. Thank you so much for what you do. Then on our way down to Heinz VA, where we do a free show for them. Thank you to the sponsors, like the Arlington Lexus, that allows us to do our free shows. all of our other folks out there. Standard Bank's a brand new client that just came in, over 55 branches in Illinois alone.
Amazing.
The Tilted Kilts, a sponsor, an old sponsor, a new sponsor, a great sponsor. Thanks to the Tilted Kilts out there. And one of our favorite charities, the Wounded Heroes Foundation, worth 97 cents of every dollar goes back to the Wounded Heroes. On Wednesday of this week, over 75 motorcycles driving from here to Walter Reed Hospital through the generosity of Arlington Lexus and all the Bob Rohrman dealerships, broadcasting live to where, on culmination, on Memorial Day, over 500,000 motorcycles trying to find out where is Bo Bergdahl, prisoner of war captured June 30th, 2009. So, you know, is it an infomercial? Sure it is. But are you looking for a vehicle? There's a brand new 2013, and Paul, they could actually lease this car.
You could lease that car. You could drive that car today.
Today?
Not tomorrow.
Okay.
Today.
Today.
You can take it today.
We like that.
Of course.
Just to go through it. You know, we're just coming up to the end of the show here. How was that? That was easy.
Yeah, relatively
Thanks
painless.
to Rich, and Rich still working away. He's typing away.
That's yes. Thank you very much, Steve, for having me. I truly appreciate it. It really a unique opportunity for myself to be here and to be on the show. And you have to know that I appreciate everything you guys do. The men and women that are out there, you'll never know how much we actually care. It's truly amazing. Steve, thank you very much for having me.
We're going to be back next month. And, you know, we're excited. I'm so excited to know that you could lease a car and you're going to guarantee that price at the end of 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever they want. That's exciting.
It is. You have to thank Lexus Financial for that ability. They truly believe in the product, and when you have a great product like Lexus, easy enough to do. So we thank them as well.
Thanks, Lexus. Appreciate it. A final shout out to your family, the Lexus family, the Bob Rohrman Group, and our troops.
Okay.
Take it away, Paul.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. What do you say?
Okay, we'll see you next week.
All
That's
right.
what's up for me. Real good. Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it.
Here we are. We're going to be finishing up the show now. Hey, if you got a question, go to arlingtonlexus.com. Come to our website anytime. www.sftvr.com. I'm Steve Tomaszewski. Remember what we always say. If you can't stand behind our troops, I suggest you stand in front of them. Godspeed. Good night, Chester. Thanks to the Bob Rohrman Dealership Group, especially Bob Rohrman, J.R. Rohrman, all the Rohrman family out there, Paul Batchin today, Rich McClain, all of our friends. We appreciate it. Tune into our new reality TV show coming up this month live in just a few days. We're going to be at Kelly Lackland, I still call it Kelly Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, with the graduating class of new Airman Basics to status of Airmen on May 19th at 12 p.m. Then, coming next week, Wednesday, in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado, the United States Air Force Academy graduating class with President Barack Obama, 2012, at 12 p.m. noon, right in Colorado Springs. Well, kind of going there because my son's graduating there. Yeah, you guessed it. But you know what? Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Merchant Marines, we love all of you. We are your soldiers' family. Anytime you got a question, give us a call. Having a good day, having a bad day. Let's go out to Guantanamo. Let's go out to Pendleton. Let's go out to Guam. Let's go out to, Fallujah. Where do you want to go? Cape Town, South Africa, Seoul, Korea. Live in July from Seoul, Korea, Major General Jimmy J. Wells, United States Army, and 16 posts around the world talking about, hey, what's news? And you know what? They like hearing this stuff. They like hearing Marcia going, I got 1 or 2 cars. Who cares about Lindsay being in rehab again? Tune into reality TV, the Soldiers Family. This is what we do. Have a great day. We love you. We are the Soldiers Family. Thanks, Paul. Good night, Chester.